guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Soph, and for today's video we're going to be doing my March TBR. Now this month is all about the romantasy. I have recently done a vlog in which I read Quicksilver. Since then I've been obsessed and I've been on the hunt for all the romantasy books that kind of make me feel the same way that Quicksilver did. Spoiler alert, it was a 5-star for me, and yeah, I loved it. So this month my pile literally consists of all the fantasy romance that I own. Well, not all of them. All the fantasy romance that I own physically that I know I want to get to soon. And there are a couple of Kindle Unlimited picks as well. But I'm just going to stop rambling and just get on into it. So the first pick, in no particular order, is A Dawn of Onyx by Kate Golden. This is #1 in the Sacred Stones series. Honestly, I don't even know what this book is about really. It follows our main character Arwen, who offers her life to save her brothers, and now she's been taken prisoner by the most dangerous kingdom on the continent and is forced to use her rare magical abilities to heal the soldiers of the vicious Onyx King. She knows better than to face the woods around the castle on her own, so she works with a fellow prisoner as it might be her only path to freedom. Interesting. Unfortunately, he's as infuriating as he is cunning and seems to take twisted pleasure in playing on Arwen's deepest fears. To make it out of enemy territory, she'll have to navigate backstabbing royals, dark magic and deadly beasts. But untold power lies inside Arwen, dormant and waiting for a spark. If she can harness it, she might just be able to escape with her life and hopefully her heart. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Very excited for that one. Then we have Spark of the Everflame by Pen Cole. This is book 1 in the Kindred's Curse saga. I am sure so many of you have seen this all over TikTok, all over BookTube. I've heard that it's a very slow burn romance, but once you get there it is so worth it. And it follows a realm ruled by demigods, and our main character's parents have always tried to shield her from their brutality, but her world changes forever when her mother goes missing, leading her to uncover a dangerous secret that links her family to the dreaded Descended in ways she never imagined. The journey to unravel the web of mysteries DM's mother left behind is long and treacherous, and it soon leads her into the dark domain of those who rule her world, the Descended's royal palace itself. With the Dying Kingdom's handsome, enigmatic heir watching her every move, and a ruthless rebel alliance urging her to join the looming civil war, DM must reevaluate everything she thought she knew to save her loved ones, and finally discover the truth about her world. So good, so good. I hope that I really like this because it is like a 5-book series or something. This only has 2 on it, but I know for a fact that before it was picked up traditionally, there was definitely like at least 4, I'm pretty sure, and they were like chunky books as well. But very excited for that one. Is it just me, or did it just like in the UK become March and then all of a sudden it was really hot? I don't even know. I wouldn't say it's not like boiling, but like I'm sat in my filming in my like book room right now, and normally I'm freezing, and now I've just had to open the window for the first time like the whole year. Then we have Lady of Darkness by Melissa K. Rorich. I'm sorry if I've just butchered that. Again, another very popular series. It's the Lady of Darkness series, book 1. This follows an assassin who is basically owned by an assassin lord and her 2 sisters, and they're the most feared assassins on the continent. And eventually one of them is locked away in a noble's household until she's ready to fall in line. Finally, she is presented with a job. If she completes the assignment, her payment will be something she has coveted for 10 years. Revenge against the Fae Fire Prince, who brutally killed her mother 10 years ago. But when children begin disappearing from her home, all her plans are put on hold as she races to save them. With the help of old friends, a jilted lover, and a mysterious newcomer who claims the magic of the Fae is possible in mortal lands, Scarlet delves into the darkest corners of the world. Forgotten secrets come to light, and she discovers the darkness extends far beyond her own kingdom. This one is giving me like Throne of Glass vibes, mixed with some other fun fantasy elements, and yeah, I'm very excited for this. I did actually read last month I read the first chapter just to, because I was trying to decide what book I wanted to read, so I ended up reading the first chapter of this one before the first chapter of Quicksilver 1, obviously, and I was actually really intrigued. It's not often that you kind of have 3 main female characters. I'm not sure how present the other sisters are in the book, but it definitely starts off with the 3 sisters, so yeah, I'm quite intrigued by this one. Then going slightly outside of the romantasy vibe, we have Deep End by Ali Hazelwood. This is my friendship book club book pick of the month. We love Ali Hazelwood. Love, love, love Ali Hazelwood. So naturally, if she brings one out, that becomes the next book. So this one follows a junior medical student who is also an athlete, and she specialises in diving, but she ends up with an injury that almost ends her career. Then we meet swim captain Lucas, who thrives on discipline, and they work together, I think, for the Olympics, and then a friendship blossoms and potentially a relationship, I would say. So apparently this one has some spicy scenes in it as well. I mean, Ali Hazelwood is not shy of these spicy scenes, but apparently this one has some extra spice. But I'm excited for that one. We do love Ali Hazelwood. I'm a little bit behind on her books actually, but I really want to read that one because that's the first like swimming one we've had. Then we have Heavenly Bodies by Imani Ariu. I still don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but this was on my TBR last month and I'm bringing it forward to this month because I really do want to get to it, and as I'm in such a romantasy mindset right now, this is hopefully going to be the month that I do. I'm not going to go over what it's about because I've already done that like multiple times now. So if you do want to know what it's about, either watch my TBR for last month or just Google it. It's kind of everywhere. It was a very popular book last year. Then on my list is Fear the Flame, which I do have physically, but I actually cannot find it to save my life. I'm hoping I haven't put it in the pile of stuff that I'm getting rid of because that would be annoying. But I genuinely don't know where it is. In theory, it should be on these 2 shelves behind me because this is like my fantasy hardback area. But I actually don't know where it is and it's kind of stressing me out a bit. But I do want to read Fear the Flames. Fear the Flames follows our main character that when she was born, she was bonded with 3 dragons. Kind of like Game of Thrones vibes. But her father fears that she will overpower him and overthrow him from his throne, so he locks her away in a tower and keeps her dragons separate, and I believe it follows her journey of getting back to her dragons and then probably like tearing the world down either on the way or after she gets there. So you know me, I love dragons, love fantasy. I believe there is romance there somewhere. I'm very, very excited for that one when I can find it. And then there are a couple of Kindle Unlimited options, so I'm just going to go through those. The Book of Azrael, I have started. It's quite a chunky book, so I'm only about 10% in, but I'm hoping to finish the first book within the month of March. And that follows, I don't really know how to describe it, to be honest. I'm just going to read you the blurb because it's probably easier than me explaining it. Many centuries ago, desperate to save her dying sister, Diana made a deal with Caden, a monster far worse than any nightmare. Locked in servitude to him, she is forced to hunt down an ancient relic held by her most dangerous enemies, an army led Samkiel, the world ender. After the gods' war, Samkiel hid from everything, denying his crown and deserting his people. Now, an attack on those he loves sends him back to the realm he never wished to return to, and into the sights of an enemy he had hoped to forget. With every world at stake, Diana and Samkiel are forced to set aside their animosity and work together before all is lost. So yeah, we have, so from what I've read so far, it's quite paranormally actually. There is like banshees, werewolves, vampires, there's like all these different races, and I honestly wasn't expecting that, so that was a very pleasant surprise, because if you know me, I love fantasy books that have loads of like paranormal races in it. I'm a sucker for werewolf, vampire, ghost, all of that stuff. Love, love, love. So that was very intriguing. And we basically follow Diana's perspective and Samkiel, I think, but I've only read Diana's perspective so far. And I believe she is some kind of demon. I mean, it has a name in the book that I cannot pronounce, but I think it means like some kind of, I mean, I think she's going to turn out to be something else, but I think she is some kind of demon and they're fighting the Celeste, which I assume are like archangels. That's the vibe I'm getting from it anyway. I was highly recommended this book after I finished Quicksilver. Over on my TikTok, I was like ranting about Quicksilver and loads of people said you need to read Book of Asriel. So that is what I'm reading right now and I am loving it. And then the other one on Kindle Unlimited is Phantasma by Kaylee Smith, another book that I saw quite a bit on booktube last year. Mostly I think the main person I saw reading it was Tori. I can't remember what her channel's called, because it was described as A Court of Thorns and Roses meets Caraval, which I find very intriguing. Fantasy meets like the games from Caraval. And it says here, when Ophelia's sister disappears, there is only one way to save her. Ophelia must enter Phantasma, a deadly contest inside a haunted mansion, and claim its prize, a single wish. Very Caravalli. Phantasma is a maze of twisted corridors and lavish ballrooms of demons and temptations. Ophelia will face 9 challenges, each more dangerous than the last. There can only be one winner, and the other contestants will stop at nothing to eliminate their rivals. Every day the house creates new monsters, but just as Ophelia's fears threaten to overwhelm her, a mysterious stranger offers her a bargain. Charming, arrogant, and infuriatingly attractive Blackwell claims he can guide her through the lethal trials ahead. All he asks in return is 10 years of her life. Ophelia knows she shouldn't trust him. Blackwell doesn't seem dangerous, but appearances can be deceptive. Worse still, she feels a dark and irresistible attraction drawing them closer and closer. Her life is on the line, but in Phantasma, the only thing deadlier than losing the game is losing your heart. So, remember when I read Caraval and I wasn't crazy keen on like the whimsical fantasy magical vibes? This version is gonna, I just know I'm gonna absolutely fall in love with it. I just know it. So yeah, that is my TBR for March. Please let me know what you are planning to read, what you have been reading, what you liked and hated last month. I want to hear it all. If you've got some recommendations for romantasies that I haven't mentioned, please drop them below because I am all ears. I want to hear it all. If you like these videos, please give me a big thumbs up because it really helps, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button before you leave so you don't miss the next video. Bye guys!